Welcome to the most exciting coin discovery of your life. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and ultra-rare bicentennial coins, an ordinary-looking coin with the power to make you a millionaire overnight. If you've got this hidden gem in your pocket, your entire future could change in an instant. Let's unlock the secrets behind this legendary piece of treasure. The story of a 1971 5-cent coin, often known as the Jefferson nickel, feels almost ordinary at first glance, but hidden within its metallic surface could be a tale of surprising value, collector fascination, and the dream of sudden fortune. Many people overlook these coins as simple pocket change, yet in the world of numismatics, even a common-looking nickel can transform into a prized treasure under the right conditions. The excitement begins with the idea that somewhere in a drawer or jar, a 1971 nickel might be waiting to reveal a value far beyond its face worth. What truly drives the value of a 1971 5-cent coin is not just its age, but its condition and rarity in specific forms. Coins that have remained untouched, preserving their original mint shine and sharp details, can command far higher prices than worn examples. Collectors search for coins that look almost as if they were struck yesterday. These are known as high-grade or uncirculated pieces. A perfectly preserved 1971 nickel, especially with strong details and no visible wear, can already step into a different league of value compared to everyday coins. But the real magic lies in mint errors and rare variations. During production, small mistakes sometimes occur. Misaligned strikes, doubled designs, or unusual surface marks that were never intended. These errors are not flaws in the collector's world. They are treasures. A 1971 nickel with a noticeable error can suddenly jump in value, attracting serious collectors who are always hunting for something unique. These rare pieces are the ones that fuel stories of coins selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another factor that can elevate the worth of a 1971 5-cent coin is its mint origin. Coins produced at different mints may carry subtle differences, and some are harder to find than others. A coin struck in lower quantities, or with better detail, can naturally become more desirable. Collectors carefully examine mint marks, surfaces, and strike quality, turning what seems like a tiny detail into a major factor in determining value. The idea that such a coin could be worth millions overnight is more of a dream than a common reality, but it's a dream that keeps collectors searching. While most 1971 nickels will not reach extreme prices, there have been rare coins in history that shocked the market due to unique combinations of condition, rarity, and demand. The possibility, however small, creates a sense of excitement that makes every coin worth a closer look. It's important to understand that the market for coins is driven by collectors' passion. Value is not just about metal or age. It's about how many people want that specific coin and how rare it is in the desired condition. A coin that seems ordinary today could become highly sought after tomorrow if collectors suddenly recognize its uniqueness. This ever-changing demand is what gives coins their unpredictable and sometimes astonishing value. For anyone who believes they might have a valuable 1971 5-cent coin, patience is key. Rushing to spend or sell it without proper evaluation could mean losing out on its true worth. Careful inspection, preservation, and possibly consulting an expert can reveal details that are not obvious at first glance. Even a small scratch or shine difference can significantly impact the final value. In the end, the 1971 nickel represents more than just money. It symbolizes the thrill of discovery and the idea that hidden treasures can exist in everyday life. While not every coin will turn someone into a millionaire overnight, the possibility itself keeps the fascination alive. So before you dismiss that old nickel, take a moment to look closer. It might just hold a story and a value far greater than you ever imagined. The 1984 5-cent coin, commonly known as the 1984 nickel, may look like an ordinary piece of pocket change, but hidden within its modest appearance lies a story that excites collectors and treasure hunters around the world. At first glance, it seems like just another coin used in daily transactions, but certain rare variations and exceptional conditions can turn this small coin into something far more valuable than anyone would expect. The idea that a simple nickel could hold surprising worth creates a sense of mystery and possibility that keeps collectors constantly searching. What truly makes a 1984 nickel stand out is not the year alone, but the details, the tiny features that most people overlook. Coins struck with unusual minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double impressions, or missing design elements, can become incredibly desirable. These rare mistakes transform an ordinary coin into a unique artifact, something that cannot be easily replicated. For collectors, uniqueness equals value, and that is where the real excitement begins. Another factor that drives the value of a 1984 nickel is its condition. Coins that have been preserved in nearly perfect shape, shiny surfaces, sharp details, and no visible wear, are considered far more valuable than those that have circulated for years. A coin that looks almost untouched by time can command impressive attention in the collector market. The difference between an average coin and a high-grade one can be massive, turning a simple 5-cent piece into something worth holding on to. There is also a special category of coins known as proof coins, which are struck with extra care and precision. If a 1984 nickel belongs to this category, its mirror-like finish and crisp design can make it highly attractive to collectors. These coins were not meant for everyday use, making them rarer and more desirable. Owning one feels less like having spare change and more like holding a piece of art crafted with intention. Many people dream of discovering a rare coin that could change their financial situation overnight. While stories of coins worth millions are often exaggerated, there is still truth in the idea that certain rare nickels can be worth significantly more than their face value. The key is knowledge, understanding what to look for and recognizing the signs of rarity. Without that awareness, a valuable coin could easily slip through your fingers unnoticed. The thrill of coin collecting comes from this very uncertainty. Every time you come across an old coin, there is a small chance it could be something special. The 1984 nickel represents that possibility, a reminder that value is not always obvious, and that even the smallest items can carry hidden potential. This is what makes collectors passionate and keeps the hunt alive. It's important, however, to approach these coins with realistic expectations. Not every 1984 nickel will be worth a fortune, and most are still valued close to their original 5 cents. But the rare exceptions, the ones with unique features or exceptional preservation, are what fuel the stories and capture attention. These are the coins that stand out and create excitement in the market. So, if you ever come across a 1984 5-cent coin, don't rush to spend it without a second thought. Take a closer look, examine its details, and consider its condition. While it may not instantly make you a billionaire, it could still hold more value than you imagine. And sometimes, that small discovery is enough to spark a journey into the fascinating world of rare coins, where even the simplest piece of metal can carry extraordinary significance. The story of the 1986 Jefferson nickel often begins with a whisper of mystery, a quiet rumor that a simple 5-cent coin could secretly hold life-changing value. You might hold one in your hand and feel nothing unusual at first glance, just another worn coin that has passed through countless pockets. But hidden within the world of coin collecting is a truth far more fascinating. While most of these coins are ordinary, a tiny fraction carry a spark of rarity that can transform them into treasures. The excitement doesn't come from fantasy. It comes from understanding what makes one coin different from millions of others. The 1986 D-nickel was minted in massive numbers, with over 361 million coins produced at the Denver Mint, making it extremely common in everyday circulation. That means the majority of these coins you find today are worth exactly their face value, just 5 cents. But this is where the story takes a powerful turn. In the world of collectors, value is not controlled by age alone. It is controlled by condition, precision, and rare imperfections. A coin that looks almost untouched by time can suddenly jump from a few cents to real money. Coin trackers, +1. When a 1986 D-nickel is preserved in high-grade condition, what collectors call mint state, its value begins to rise. Even then, most examples may only reach a few dollars, sometimes $10 or $20 depending on quality. But as the condition improves further, especially into the highest certified grades, the numbers start to climb sharply. Some rare top-grade coins have reached hundreds of dollars at auction, and in extremely rare cases, even higher when demand and perfection meet in one small piece of metal. Coin trackers, Gainesville coins, +1. Now comes the part that truly captures imagination, the idea of hidden perfection, known as full steps. On the back of the coin, beneath Monticello, there are steps that must appear fully clear and sharply struck. Most coins fail this test due to weak striking during production. But when a 1986 D-nickel displays full, crisp steps, it becomes something special. These coins are far rarer than ordinary ones, and collectors are willing to pay a premium because they represent near-perfect minting. Beyond condition, there is another world entirely, the world of mint errors. These are the accidents, the unexpected moments during production that create coins unlike any others. A 1986 D-nickel with a doubled image, an off-center strike, or another striking flaw can instantly become desirable. Some of these error coins sell for far more than normal examples, sometimes reaching hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on how dramatic and rare the error is. This is where the ordinary turns extraordinary. CoinValueChecker.com. But here is the truth many people don't want to hear. The idea that a common 1986 D-nickel will make you a billionaire overnight is more myth than reality. The vast majority of these coins are not rare, not valuable, and not life-changing. The real power lies in knowledge, knowing how to identify the rare versions, understanding grading, and recognizing true mint errors. Without those factors, the coin remains just a small piece of everyday currency. Still, there is something thrilling about the possibility. Every time you check your coins, you are stepping into a hidden treasure hunt that most people ignore. Somewhere out there, a rare high-grade or error 1986 D-nickel could still be sitting unnoticed in a drawer or jar. And that possibility, the chance however small, is what keeps collectors searching with passion and excitement. In the end, the 1986 D-nickel is not just about money, it's about discovery. It teaches patience, attention to detail, and the excitement of finding value where others see none. While it may not instantly make you rich, the right coin in the right condition can still surprise you. So don't ignore it, but don't believe every exaggerated claim either. Instead, learn its secrets, examine it closely, and who knows, you might just uncover something far more valuable than you ever expected. The 1990 D5-cent coin, often called the Jefferson nickel, may look like an ordinary piece of pocket change, but its story is far more intriguing than most people realize. At first glance, it carries the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson and the Monticello building, quietly circulating through millions of hands. Yet beneath that ordinary appearance lies a hidden world of collectors, rare conditions, and subtle errors that can dramatically change its value. While many exaggerated claims suggest these coins are worth millions overnight, the real truth is more grounded, but still exciting for anyone who knows what to look for. In reality, most 1990 D nickels are very common and were produced in large numbers at the Denver Mint. Because of this, a typical circulated coin is only worth its face value or slightly more. However, the magic begins when you move into higher-grade examples. Coins that have been preserved in near-perfect condition, often referred to as uncirculated or mint state, can command much higher prices among collectors. The difference between a worn coin and a flawless one can mean the jump from a few cents to tens or even hundreds of dollars. What truly sparks excitement are rare minting errors. These are the unexpected mistakes that happen during the coin production process. Off-center strikes, double dies, or unusual surface defects. If a 1990 D nickel has a noticeable error, its value can rise significantly because collectors love unique pieces. These errors are like fingerprints. No two are exactly the same, and that uniqueness adds to their appeal and price. Another important factor is the concept of grading. Professional grading services evaluate coins based on their condition, assigning them a score on a scale. A 1990 D nickel graded at the very top levels, such as MS 65 or higher, can be surprisingly valuable compared to average coins. The shine, sharpness of detail, and absence of scratches all play a role. Even small imperfections can lower the value, which is why truly high-grade examples are scarce and sought after. It's also important to understand that the dream of becoming a billionaire overnight from a single coin is more fantasy than reality. However, that doesn't mean these coins aren't worth searching for. Many collectors have built impressive collections and even made serious money by carefully studying coins like the 1990 D nickel and recognizing hidden gems others overlook. The thrill comes from the hunt, the knowledge, and the possibility of discovering something rare in an ordinary place. Interestingly, some collectors focus on full steps nickels. This refers to the steps on the Monticello building on the reverse side of the coin. If those steps are fully visible and sharply defined, the coin becomes more desirable. A 1990 D nickel with full steps and high-grade condition can be worth far more than a standard example, making it a prized find in the collecting world. For beginners, the key is patience and attention to detail. Instead of assuming every coin is worth a fortune, it's smarter to learn what makes a coin valuable: condition, rarity, and errors. Even a simple magnifying glass can reveal details that completely change how a coin is viewed. Over time, this knowledge turns ordinary searching into a rewarding and sometimes profitable hobby. In the end, the 1990 D nickel may not instantly transform someone into a billionaire, but it absolutely has the power to spark curiosity, passion, and opportunity. Hidden within everyday coins is a world of history and value waiting to be discovered. If you take the time to look closely, learn the signs, and stay patient, you might not change your life overnight, but you could certainly uncover something far more meaningful and valuable than you ever expected.